Well, we're just getting started to look this morning. I was just pulling the camera up to do this interview, and I looked up and spotted number one. It's a nice fresh one, split G2, really cool looking buck. Let's go check it out. Five minutes into day two. Look at that thing, look at the beam on that. That is a cool shed, fresh, beautiful burr. That's awesome. Public land. What a crew. Let's get going. Number two for the day. There's some really nice scrapes in here, nice trails crossing the river, and they all lead up this hill. There's a wheat field up there, so they're feeding up there on the wheat field, coming down through here, crossing the river, and then probably bedding back there somewhere. So after we get this side done, we're gonna head across the river and hopefully pick up some sheds over there. Oh yeah, I walked right past it. I guess we're gonna have to cross again.
There's a giant tree right there that we can cross.
Go get it. You're almost there.
Nice one. Looks like he's been sitting here a while. It's a little muddy. My first antler, number 3 for today. What you do for antlers. This smooth part is very slippery.
Pretty slick, huh?
Very. This rain has almost turned it into ice up here. All right. Nice antler right there.
Not bad.
Let's get after it, find some more.
Spotted a dead buck here. Just a younger deer. We've been seeing pretty decent sign in here, but haven't found any sheds for a little while. There's a lot of trails and a bunch of rubs and stuff in here, so we're just gonna keep after it. Looks pretty good though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it looks real good. Can't believe we haven't seen any deer.
I know, I thought we'd spook some out in here, but...
It's just a matter of time before we found a few more sheds.
Right. It's been slow lately. We've been cutting back and forth through these trees and haven't found anything for probably over an hour, but just stepped right up to number 4 for the day. Old, small one. I'll take it. Well, that's it for today. 4 sheds in what, like 3 hours maybe?
3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Public land.
Public land, we did pretty good for public. Didn't find much on the bigger side of the river that we were kind of hoping to find more on, but at least we found this standee right away. Couldn't match them up, but that's okay. At least we found one side. Well, we ended up with 18 sheds in 2 days, about a day and a half, so not too bad. Found those really nice ones yesterday and a couple decent ones today, so pretty good weekend, I'd say. We'll be out, I don't know, maybe next weekend again. Gonna be pretty busy this week, but definitely gonna be getting out a lot in the next couple weeks. Just starting to walk for today. It's Wednesday with all the coronavirus stuff. Most of my classes got canceled this week, so I'm usually in class right now, but I'm out shed hunting, so I guess that's not too bad of a deal. I'm gonna hit this public land for probably 6 hours until I have to go back to work and get as far back as I can on this property, probably 1.5 miles or 2 miles, and just get way back into the back and do some grid searching back there and then head out. So we'll see what happens. Well, it's been about an hour and a half since that first interview. I'm right at 2.2 miles back in here. I just found the first shed of the day, just right behind me in this bottom. There's no way I could have seen it if it was sunny out, but just barely caught a glimpse of the tine sticking up out of the grass. Looks like last year's. Let's go check it out. Yep, probably 2 years old actually. I'll take it. Just coming up on this little dead buck. Cruising through all this brush. Oh, what's that? Number 2. Fresh one. Looks like he was rubbing on the tree a little bit and knocked it off. Not bad. It's number 2 for the day. I've got just a little bit of this spot to walk that's way back here. And then I'm gonna head back kind of to the main section of this property and do some zigzags back in there. There's a really nice looking wheat field back there. I saw boot tracks though, so I'm sure it's been walked like last weekend probably, but maybe something shed in the past 2-3 days, you never know. So I'm gonna hit that for probably an hour, hour and a half, and then probably gonna have to go back to work after that, but still have a couple hours left, so hopefully I find a few more. There's an antler. I think it's a dead deer, but I don't know for sure. Looks like, yeah, it's a dead deer. Yep. It's been here a couple years. I just popped out here on the wheat field, and as you can see, it looks awesome. Tons of green food. There's trails coming in all over the place out of the timber, but I just glassed it with my binos. I didn't see any antlers out there. No big surprise there with the boot tracks here, but I'm thinking with all the other fields back of the timber that usually have food in them, they don't have food right now. I think it flooded out so bad that it couldn't get in here and plant them, so it's just weeds back there. And this is the only food source I've found in its entire property. So I'm thinking there's got to be probably some sheds around here somewhere that people haven't picked up. So I'm going to hit the edge of this field really hard and back in the timber, do a bunch of swipes back and forth in the timber, and maybe find something where they're bedding off this field into the timber and hopefully pick something up. There's a beast of a rub on a locust tree. Just heading back to the pickup now, and I was looking over here, just kind of glanced over, and I think I spotted number 3. Yep. Fresh little 4-point. Nice. Walked about 8 miles here on public land. 2 fresh ewes and that old one, but I'm up to 13 for the year, so doing okay. Still got a lot to walk. I've only walked probably, I think, 4 days now, so not too much for the middle of March, but hoping to get after it a lot more in the next couple weeks.